Hi everybody, it's Jenny at Dapper House, and today I'm doing a how to get bigger lips video, and it's kind of clickbaity honestly because there really is only a few ways to get bigger lips, and I think we all know what those are. Those of us with very thin lips have looked into quite a few I'm going to say opportunities of ways that we can get bigger lips. But basically, if it's not injections and it's not one of those temporary things like where you squeeze your lips out and things like that, there really is no solution. I think that injections are really great. I know that, people have had bad experiences with them, as people have with anything. And I've seen some amazing results from tons of people. So if I were able to get them done, if I had the money to get them done, I would definitely do it. And I'd start small and I'd probably go bigger and bigger and I'd be happy, and that's how I would do it. I don't have the money to do that, so I get to stick with what I have genetically, and that's very thin lips. The reason that I would change my appearance to look different is because when I look in the mirror now, I don't have a problem with the way I look. However, I do have a problem that I notice that a big component of what is considered beautiful right now and what is considered normal and beautiful is big lips, and I don't have that major feature on my face. So every day I have to notice, not like I'm so distracted that everybody I'm looking at their lips and that's occupying all my thoughts. However, when I am meeting people or when I am touching up my makeup or things like that, I do notice that because it's a big component of beauty that I don't have. And so it just makes me feel less than, it makes me feel uncomfortable. And I have a good self-esteem. I'm proud of the way I look. I'm fine with the way I look. Would I like to be different? Yes, I would. I would change that. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to be sad about what I do have or that I lose sleep over it, because I don't, because it's just so, it is what it is. So I'm going to show you some, I know if you're like me and you've watched a million videos just like this, then you know that there's tips that can make your lips look bigger. My best tip is to avoid dark lipstick, because I think that it just emphasizes and draws attention to your tiny lips when they're dark. I also don't think that you should make them the color of your face, because then you even have less than small lips, you just have nothing there. So I don't think either of those is good, but I think a great compromise is to have a light neutral color or like a nude color on your lips, slightly outlined with a really great gloss on it. And that, in my opinion, is what makes thin lips look the best. So about overlining, you can see that I have a lot of space between here and where my lip starts. And this skin right here is very flat. I don't have a part that goes up on my lip that I can overline. I have to overline on a flat surface, so mine does not look very good. If you have a bit of your lip that goes up, then you should feel really blessed about that, because that when you're overlining a part of your lip that comes out, even if it's not colored, even if it's just the color of your face, it still makes it look a lot more natural. I don't have that, so I just have to bear with it and see what happens. Okay, so this video is a little bit crazy. I was having some issues. I'm not going to go into details, but I lost some footage there, so now I'm in a whole different outfit and it's a whole different day. So I'm just going to continue on. First of all, I'm going to put a slide of celebrities and actresses and beautiful people just like us who have thin lips. And then after that, I'm going to start 2 tutorials. I'll show you one with natural color. My natural color is kind of like a purpley pink. And so I'm going to use that kind of color to make a natural looking lip. And then after that, I'm going to do a tutorial of my favorite, which is the kind of dark outlined with the nude lip. It's not perfectly natural, but it's a look that is my favorite. So I'm going to do both of those. So here's a bunch of people that are gorgeous that have the same feature as us. And now I'm going to do the natural color lip. I'm using this NYX matte lip liner. It's in the color Copenhagen. So my suggestion is just go and find a lip liner that is in the shade that closely matches your lip. And this is how I do it. I've got a little bit of lip gloss on right now. So you're gonna just outline the exact line of your lip. Not too much, just do that really fast like that. You can just do that using the point of the pencil. And then we're going to take the kind of putting it on its side a little bit, and we're going to just make another line over the top, extending that line. And you can see, I mean, that's a huge difference, right? Huge difference. You don't have to go quite this big. I'm just kind of doing it for the video, but you can definitely go this big. All right, another tip that I do is I always have a lip brush just to smooth everything out. You don't want to rub a lot because you don't want to rub the color that you just put on, because that's what's going on your skin to make it look like it's your lip color. So you definitely don't want to rub off that color. And I'm not overlining my bottom lip. Okay, and then the next step is we're going to take a nude color. I'm using from the NYX Lingerie line. I highly recommend it. They have matte lipstick that dries like steel, so it doesn't come off. It's really good. They have beautiful shades. And the trick with this is we're going to try to not go push hard or go over too many times our overline, because we don't want to have that come off. So we're going to just very carefully start and go over that lip line with a very light hand. So much easier doing the bottom lip. Plus this is getting old and dry. I've had this for a long time and I use it a lot, so it's getting kind of old and dry and clumpy. So when you get yours, it won't be this difficult. And we have to I would suggest not leaving that little gross line right there. Okay, I'm gonna go over it again. Now we're just adding some color back in it. And smoothing everything, blending everything. Again, light hand. Okay, so we'll wait for this to dry a little bit and then we'll put on our gloss. And while I'm waiting for this to dry, I'm going to talk about that because that's really like a huge secret to having bigger lips is you want to have a really high intensity gloss. You want to have it to be really thick. You want it to be three-dimensional. So the one that I have is clear. It doesn't have any sparkles or anything in it. It's clear, but it's really thick, and it makes all the difference in making my lips look bigger. There's so many though. Like I have some with sparkles in it and shimmer in it and all kinds of different ones, and they all look beautiful, but that's really the secret. You don't, I feel like if you just have matte lips with an overline, I just don't think it looks good. I think you have to have the gloss component to make that look right. So I'm gonna go grab my gloss and I will be right back. Okay, so the gloss I'm using is the Maybelline Sure Shot, and you will see the transformation happen right now. Isn't that amazing? It makes so much difference, sorry. And my lips do look much bigger. And it looks really pretty. What do you think? Leave me a comment and let me know what you think about this look. This is a lip look that's close to your natural color. So it just looks like naturally you have big lips. I think it turned out really nice. And it's really easy to do. I'm always nitpicking at things. Okay, so this is our first look. And I'm going to take this off and then I'm going to do the nude lip look. Okay, so I got the pink off of my lips and now we're going to do a nude lip. And I'm going to do the brown outliner, like I said, the brown outline. And I'm doing it the same way as I did the other one. I'm outlining my actual natural lip, and then I'm just going to go a little bit above that line. Okay, so you can see that. And this one is just barely, my bottom lip is barely overlined. However far you want to go with it, it's totally up to you, obviously. So now I'm going to use my lip pencil or my lip brush again. And I'm just going to kind of take off, because I put a lot on there, and I'm going to try to just take a little bit off. And I don't want to go any further than my actual lip. So what I'm doing is I'm just going right up to where my lip line matches my, or meets my skin, and then leaving that overline right there. I have to wipe my teeth off. Okay, so you see that. And then I'm taking NYX Lingerie. In a nude shade. I think this one's called Lip Lore. I'm not sure if it is or not. I don't have my glasses on, unfortunately, but it's just a really good nude. NYX Lingerie is like a whole great line of nudes, and they're matte. And the reason I like them is because once they dry, they're set to go. Like, they will not come off. Okay, so I want to go up to that line, but I'm being really careful not to do too much rubbing by that line, because I don't want to rub the liner off, and then we'll be able to have like this little brown line and then a gap where you can see that it's overlined. We don't want to see that line. We don't want to see the overline. So I'm really trying hard not to touch that too much where that line is. Okay, so let me grab my lip brush and just smooth it. And then, as you probably already know, a lot of people like to do the trick where they put a darker line right here. It's so hard because not just my hands are shaking, my lips are shaking. Ugh. Okay, so Okay, so we have that, and then the other secret trick is take a little bit lighter shade. So this is the one that I used, and I'm taking a little bit lighter. I don't even think you can really see the difference that much on the camera. And just putting it right here. Just blend this. When I went to the store to buy some nude lipsticks, I just got kind of a range. I'll show you the different ones I got. So I just got kind of a range, and this one is more like kind of my natural color of my lips. So when I put it on, it's a pretty good nude for me. Just like this one's not that great because my lips aren't very peachy, but I just got a couple, a bunch of different ones to go with different looks and to try them out. And then once you find a good one for you and one that you like, buy like 3 of them so that you don't run out and that you can keep them. You don't want to run up to the store to get it and find out they don't make it anymore or something. So, okay, so now we have a base and it's dry, so it's not going anywhere. And so again, we're going to take our super, super high gloss. Seriously, what did I do with the high gloss? Wait, let me see. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so we're going to take our super high gloss and put that on. I love these NYX matte lipsticks that just stay in place. They're so nice. All right, I don't like that line because it's too pronounced. All right, that's much better. All right, so what do you think? I think this one personally, because remember back in the beginning of the video I said I think the darker the shade is, the thinner it makes your lips look, and I just think that this one looks so much better. It looks much bigger. I'm looking in the viewfinder. Yeah, I really like this one. This is the one I normally go with. This is how I normally do my lips. Okay, so just for shits and giggles, I put on a deep berry kind of reddish color, and I overlined it to show you what that looks like. I think it also turned out really pretty. And again, I think the gloss makes all the difference. I feel like when you're in person that you can definitely see the overlining, but when you have a gloss on top of it, it just blends everything, kind of like a powder blends all the highlighter and the contouring and all of that. And I feel like it gives them so much dimension. It hides that overline. So I'm really hoping that if you have a takeaway, that's the takeaway, is get some really good thick gloss. Again, this one was the Maybelline Sure Shot that I'm using, or I'm sorry, not Sure Shot, the Maybelline Shine Shot, but there's tons of them out there. This color that I'm using is called SMLC 20 by NYX. It's the soft matte lip cream. So I think after all this, to wrap up, would we change our lips to get bigger lips? Obviously, yes. Obviously, we're trying to do that. We're searching that out, and we're trying to find solutions to that. But should we be happy with what we have and be proud of who we are? Absolutely, yes. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up And if you would subscribe to my channel, that would be very cool. And you'll see more videos like this. And I will see you on the next video.